Just look at the camera. All right. All right.
Cute. Awesome. Yeah, just stare at the camera. It's just like,
Awesome. That's great. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. You look great. Good evening, Rams, and welcome to Humans of CSU. If you've ever taken a music or theater course at CSU, you've likely been in the University Center for the Arts. And if you're a music or theater major, you probably live there. Tonight, we'll be talking with several people from the center. So for tonight and tonight only, welcome to Humans of the UCA. Our first guest tonight is Dr. Michelle Stanley, the Director of the Leadership, Entrepreneurship, Arts Advocacy, and the Public or L.E.A.P Institute for the Arts. Dr. Stanley, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So how are you tonight?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I'd love to learn a little bit more about what L.E.A.P is.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, so L.E.A.P is an arts management and administration program. So L.E.A.P was a nice way of packaging it into leadership and entrepreneurship and advocacy for the public, but really what we do is an arts management program. So we're training future leaders in arts businesses who are managers and they're doing fundraising, they're doing grant writing, they're running for-profit and nonprofit businesses.
Okay, so is there any notable alumni in the area that we might be able to reference?
It's a relatively new program, so we probably don't have anybody that is known like, you know, fancy shiny yet.
Right.
But we've only really been around since 2013.
Okay.
And our master's degree is relatively new. I think one of my favorite alumni that we have is Iannacone, and she's actually a former flute student of mine at the university, and she is now one of the development directors for the Utah Symphony and Opera. And so she's working in Salt Lake City. So she's doing really great things. We're really proud of her.
Cool.
Yeah.
So typically, like, what you're learning is how to run like a theater company or a music company.
Exactly.
Or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
And all the different parts. So it's like a business degree, but it's really for creatives. It's for people in the creative economy, whether it's people running a small business or a large business, and all the components that are a part of running an arts business.
Very cool. Cool. So you were telling me earlier that you were one of the people who helped create this.
Yeah, so early on we were really passionate in the music and theater dance department. I'm a member of the music faculty as well. And back in, I don't know, probably like 2010, 2011, we started to dream about creating classes for students so that they could get jobs when they graduated. So the idea was creating courses for our undergraduate performing arts and visual arts students. And we wanted them to have all these hands-on things that they could do. They could learn to network and write a resume, and how do they create concerts out in the community? How do they build a website? All these really practical things.
Very important for students to learn.
Very important, yeah. So we started off as really building a program that was feeding the needs of our undergraduate population. And these were just elective classes.
Yeah.
And then it started to morph into something a little bit bigger, and we started a master's degree a little bit later on. And I was on the steering committee to start, but then I kind of went back into the music side of things, and now I'm doing both.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So you said that there's a master's degree, right?
Yeah, there's a master's degree in arts management, cultural leadership.
Okay.
And there's two programs. We have an all online program. And we have folks from all over the world who are taking our classes and enrolled in our degree. I just looked at some applications from China today, and we have people in Guam and of course across the United States.
Right.
And then we have a residential program as well.
Cool.
Which we're building, and we love to have more students involved in our residential program, because then they can network and be together here in Fort Collins, which is such, as you know, a hub of arts and culture, and you know, it runs the gamut.
Yeah, it's incredible. How many theater companies do we have? I know of
my goodness.
and I know there's maybe two others.
There's so many. I've lost track.
Yeah, it's incredible how much arts we have here.
It's great.
Yeah, so what kind of classes do you take in this major?
So there's a core set of classes that we offer. We have arts and law class, an arts policy and advocacy class, arts leadership, which is kind of our basic LEAP 500 class, which is the ground level stuff.
Right.
An event management class, which is really popular. We have students who are out learning how to run events. And then we have an arts collaboration class as well. They also take 2 internships at the graduate level. The undergraduate level, we have an internship, and their classes are like technology in the arts in the 21st century. They take a class on creating your arts career, learning those basic skills like resume building and branding and marketing. And then at the master's degree, they get to select a ton of different electives. So we partner with lots of different departments, from political science to business to entrepreneurship, in classes that students are really interested in, so that they can really make their own degree what they want it. So if there's someone who really is interested in building a career in grant writing and fundraising, they can take other classes to feed the basic core curriculum. So we're hoping to do more and more of that, whether a student is interested in museum studies or music production and editing and those sort of things. So we're hoping to build into that area in the next few years.
Wow, how interesting. Cool. So on your website, it says that you recognize the success of arts is redefined and being redefined in the 21st century. Can you expand on that a little bit? Yeah,
the field of arts management and leadership is very new. It's really only been around maybe 30 years. So, because the world is changing so rapidly in the last 20 years, we really have to adapt. And I think what's fascinating is that as artists, whether we're musicians or visual artists or actors, dancers, we're constantly shifting our own ideas of marketing and management and promotion to fit the digital world that we're in. So whether it's social media or whether it's how to actually use print media, we're constantly adapting to work with that. So our students are learning how to be great managers in an ever-changing technological world. So we're really trying to stay ahead of the curve and teach classes that are not just reacting to things that are happening, but are looking forward. So all of our faculty are practicing arts administrators. We have on our faculty the head of the Lincoln Center. It's in here in Fort Collins, and he teaches a LEAP leadership class and also an events management class. We have a faculty member who has worked for the city of Fort Collins and all the arts areas, the cultural side of Fort Collins. So she brings, all of our faculty bring in real world, live kind of up-to-date information for our students. So that's kind of what we mean from our website.
Okay, cool. Very nice. And then you were telling me earlier that you're hosting an event with the Music District soon?
So we're really excited to be, I don't know if anybody out there has noticed what's behind Chipotle, but off of Laurel Street, it's on College, and there's a really phenomenal, I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of their own entity called the Music District. And the folks there do incredible amounts of work to work with contemporary artists, musicians. And they are bringing in a really incredible artist named Aisha Fukushima. And she calls herself a raptivist. So she brings in rap and hip hop. And she ties it into political activism. So she's going to be doing her own week-long residency at the Music District, working with those folks, shoring up her new project and really brainstorming through all of that with the Flobots, which is a really well-known band in Denver. So the Flobots and Aisha are going to be at CSU and the University Center for the Arts on March 14th at 5:15 in room 136.
Cool.
So anybody is welcome, and we'd love to have a wide variety of folks. And she's really here just to share her ideas and to get more and get people talking about any aspect of creating art in the in this climate that we're in right now.
Very cool. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a great event. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, I would love to see the Flobots.
Yeah, I know, me too.
And Fukushima sounds really awesome.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. If you want to learn more about the LEAP Institute, you can visit leap.colostate.edu. Up next, I'll be talking to 2 lighting designers from the UCA to illuminate what goes on behind the scenes in the plays there.